Are we live? Yes, we are. Oh shit, I forgot to plug in the Ethernet cable. Jesus. Okay. Alright. We are live. Okay, let me just post this on my Discord so that I don't know, people can join in probably. We will see. And yeah, today I'm gonna cry, probably. Backgrounds are not my strong suit ever. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be over there. YouTube, please do not freaking, I don't know, disconnect. Oh my god, my internet. Alright, I'm done. I'm almost done. So give me like 2 minutes. Alright, done. Okay. Backgrounds. Alright. What's up, bitches? What's up? What's up, bitches? Hey, what's up, the painted mind? What's up? Welcome. Alright, so backgrounds are definitely, I don't know, man. They're definitely kind of like difficult somewhat, all right, but they get very easier when you know two things, okay? One is perspective, okay, and how to place objects in, I don't know, perspective, all right, and the second thing is when you have references, all right. So and at least my own biggest mistake is like I normally like kind of like do not tend to use references a lot because I'm stupid, all right. So I should definitely use references because my backgrounds freaking suck, all right. So that's why we're gonna learn backgrounds today, all right. So before we dive into learning backgrounds, I'll show you how my backgrounds suck, how much my backgrounds freaking suck. So give me like 2 minutes. Let me open up my portfolio website. Yeah, portfolio website. Oh my god, where is it? Yep, here we go. Look at this background, all right. Look at this one. The only backgrounds that I did nicely was this freaking one, all right. This was a pretty cool background, all right. And the second one was, where is it? This one. Freaking load, yeah. Okay, this one, all right. This one was pretty cool in my opinion, okay. The colors are okay in my opinion, but it's fine, okay. Rest of the backgrounds, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, then all of these Dragon Ball, Pokemon and all that kind of shitty background, they all suck. And this was literally a freaking copy, okay. This link stuff was like freaking, I don't know, a freaking copy directly from the game, so that doesn't count. Yeah, this thing, it's fine, but it can be, I don't know, better in my opinion. This thing sucks because it doesn't have the depth that I needed, okay. So I could have like, I don't know, man, done it like from over here, the camera, put the camera over here or something, I don't know. This thing is good, and the depth is also good, okay. So I don't know, I can probably give it a pass to this environment kind of like design. This thing sucks. I might redo this, probably, we'll see, I don't know. This thing is fine, okay. It's still, I don't know, kind of like sucks in a way, but it's fine, whatever, man. This thing, I don't know, sucks big time. This thing is fine. It's literally the Ichiraku ramen shop, so it's fine. I don't know. This thing is also fine. It's literally the established background, okay. And you have a lot of stuff in the background over here. You see carefully, there are boxes, people, all right, and a lot of freaking stuff over here. Not over here, okay. There are people over here, all right. So yeah, this is fine. The background is fine. The illustration, like, I don't know, the pose of the characters are good, not epic though, okay. Rest, like Freeren and Gyarados, it's whatever, man. I don't know. This is also like whatever, okay. So basically I cannot do the backgrounds very nicely, and this one is also, I don't know, this one is also half-assed. I like eyeball this shit. Alright, so yeah, so I cannot do backgrounds that good. I can definitely do. Jesus. My internet connection is shaky again. I think my internet connection is shaky. If y'all have been, I don't know, experiencing some internet problems with my stream, so let me know in the chat. All right, so yeah, okay. So now before we jump into backgrounds, I wanna cover some things up. Okay, hold on. Let me just shut down my Chrome over here. Yeah, all right. So before we dive into backgrounds, I wanna cover up some stuff. Give me like 2 minutes. All right. So hold on. Let me add some stuff over here. Okay, so we have a lot of things that needed to be done, okay, before we can move on to the animation, kind of like Naruto fanfic animation part. All right, all of this shit needs to be, I don't know, most of the drawing stuff, okay, that will be, I don't know, like it will be done in like 1 or 2 stream per topic over here. All right, except for this one. This is gonna be freaking difficult, okay, and probably this one as well. Okay, this thing is gonna require a lot of time, okay, so I'm not counting this one. All right, what the frick is this? All right, so music is gonna take a lot of time. I'm not counting this. So we have a lot of ideas for the stream. All right, now next thing that I want to cover is about the Naruto fanfic. All right, very quick update on the Naruto fanfic stuff. Hold on. Very quick update on the Naruto fanfic stuff. Okay, we might have to put this all, like, not monetize it. All right, we might have to put this all free on YouTube, okay, because it is a animation, okay, even if it's like a whole entire new story. All right, and probably new character designs and stuff, okay, it's still complete, I don't know, probably based, probably a new entire freaking series, a complete, I don't know, series from the ground up. All right, and I believe that it is probably gonna get, I don't know, some copyright strikes and demonetization, and probably if I monetize it, and they will probably delete my YouTube channel, so I do not wanna let that happen. Okay, so that is why we have to keep this not monetized, free of cost on YouTube. I will however try to, I don't know, get some support and some funding through probably buy me a coffee, okay, and of course my YouTube and Twitch streams, if I don't know, kind of like grew somehow, okay, and unlock memberships on YouTube, okay, so probably we can get some funding through that, and probably I can, I don't know, pay some voice actors, okay. I do not know if I will have some voice actor, I don't know. All right, I'm not gonna talk about that, okay. I do not know if I will have any people apart from me working on the first episode. All right, so yeah, so I mean to say, it's like Dragonite is like writing a Naruto rewrite, but that is probably a whole different thing. He's using the official anime kind of like footage from the actual anime, all right, and probably also manga. So maybe 1 or 2 of his videos are like copyright striked, all right. So yeah, so he's using that. So but his series is not like copyright striked, but this thing is, I don't know, man, this thing is like a whole new series of or some stuff, okay, whole new series of animation stuff. So this thing is probably gonna get copyright striked because we are using the same characters, same established characters, which are probably copyrighted by Shueisha and Studio Period, okay, and Masashi Kishimoto, okay. So yep, so that's why we gotta put this, we gotta not monetize this on YouTube, all right, and probably anywhere else, but we can have ways of different monetization, like different funding ways, okay. We can have funding through different means, okay. So yeah, yep, so that is just what I freaking wanted to cover up, man. And I'm so I don't know, man, I'm so like, I so wanna start like designing these characters, all right, but I gotta do some other stuff first. So yeah, I know the background design is all that not exciting, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So yeah, all right, let's do this shit, okay. So I do not know where that hey you guy is, all right. He wanted to know how to design, he wanted some live stream feedback on perspective. So I do not know where that hey you freaking guy is. I hope he comes on stream so that I can give him some freaking advice. Okay, so these 2 backgrounds are, as I mentioned, one is from over here in this scene, okay, this one in particular, all right. This is my own IP, my own, I don't know, original story, okay. And this is the enemy character, of course, this woman over here, and this is the hero of the story. I will not reveal a lot of stuff, but I hope you enjoy it, and also made an animation on it, so be sure to watch that as well. Where is the animation? Yeah, here we go. This is a looping kind of like animation, all right, very simple, I don't know. So yeah, anyways, let's forget about this one. So this one was from that, and this one, this one is from this scene over here. Yep, all right. So these are the only 2, I don't know, really nicely done backgrounds that I've like ever done, all right. So yeah, so that's why we are gonna design some background, okay. So the first thing that I want to do is, okay, let me write down the shit that I want to do. Hold on. Okay, a forest scene, because I freaking forgot the spelling of the forest. Sorry, a forest scene, because I freaking struggle in a forest scene, all right. Oh my god, my handwriting is so dirty. All right, second, I want to do a cityscapes scene. Third, what I want to do is an indoor scene. So indoor scene, I have already done it. What scares me is this cityscape scene, all right. It might look easy, okay, it might look easy, but the problem with that is the windows and all that kind of shit. Okay, you gotta have the windows and stuff. So there is a lot of freaking detailing, and it's very tedious. So that is why I'm like very skeptical not to do that. Okay, so for the first scene, here are some references over here. Okay, before we dive into designing the stuff, okay, let me show you another freaking reference. Another freaking reference. Sorry. Another freaking, I don't know, artwork or something. Okay, like their artwork is super good. I have saved it on my LinkedIn. Hold on. All right. I want to show you something, okay, before we dive into designing backgrounds. All right, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is so freaking cool. Okay, this is by Umishima. I don't know what that is. Okay, so they are really cool artists. All right, and okay, hold on. Let me share their. Hold on. Umishima, yep, Senbon Umishima. They are super freaking cool artists. Okay, I have shared it in chat, so go and check it out. Check them out. There is a freaking mosquito over here. All right. Now that we are done with this, okay, these are some pretty cool artwork. So I want to learn how to design backgrounds like this. Okay, this is very simple. Okay, this is not freaking complicated like I don't know, most other people do the backgrounds and stuff. Okay, this is like very simple, very, I don't know, cell shaded kind of like stuff. Okay, so very simple. So I want to learn how to do stuff like this. All right, look at this. So freaking simple. It's just freaking one freaking tone in the whole background, and maybe some shadow tone. That's it. One freaking tone and some shadows. This is so freaking simple. Look at this. So freaking detailed, yet so freaking simple as well. Okay, the color rendering and kind of like stuff, it's like so simple. Look at this. Very simple stuff. Absolutely love this shit. There is not too much stylization in the shapes and stuff. Okay, like they look like normal. Even in the character design stuff, there is not too much stylization. Okay, so yeah, very normal stuff. I absolutely love Japanese artists, man. They do some crazy stuff. Even I think Chinese artists do some crazy stuff. Their art is like very I don't know, very soft, the Chinese artist. Okay, so yeah, let's freaking do it. All right. Now for the background freaking design. All right. Now for the background design. Alright, now for the background design, there are two things that you gotta remember. Okay, this is so hold on. So when you freaking copy a reference or something like, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be quick about this. I think I've covered this stuff in like my background, how to draw God tier backgrounds and environments video, which was my third video on this, when I started making tutorials like 1.5 years ago. So yeah, so be sure to go check it out. Okay, so when you're drawing the same kind of like, you're literally copying the stuff. Okay, when you're copying the stuff, okay, that is of course a background and an environment, but that is not a design choice that you're making. Okay, that is not a design choice that you're making. That is just, I don't know, just a study, in my opinion. Okay, so what exactly is background design? Okay, now I have this design over here. All right, I have this design over here, and I have this hut over here. All right, now I have taken this design from this one. All right, this one, right? Like literally copied this shit. All right, and then I will take this hut from this one. Okay, put that hut freaking over here. Okay, and then put this man over here. Okay, who is walking towards the hut, and that is essentially your freaking background design. Okay, then I can start, I don't know, adding some more detail onto this. Okay, yeah, that this is essentially your background. So this is like mashing 2 or 3 backgrounds together. Okay, at least 2 backgrounds together into one. Okay, so this is what is called as background design. Okay, mashing 2 or 3 things together as one. In the simplest freaking form, this is what is called as background design. In the simplest form. Now what you can further do is, okay, hold on, I'll show you on this one as well. All right, you can start making these trees into something totally different. Okay, by totally different, what I mean is you can have these trees something like a robotic trees or something like a hard surface stuff. All right, you can do that. Okay, so the trees are not natural, trees are very robotic. Okay, so yeah, so you can definitely do that stuff. So let's say there is a crease over here. All right, then this goes over here. All right, this is like a, I don't know, like a wire or something. Okay, you can call it as a wire or something. Okay, you can make this robotic as you want. Okay, if you want to. There is this, I don't know, hilt of some sort. I'm very poor at hard surface, but you get my point. All right. Okay. Or another thing you can do is like you can make them like paper. Okay, like made of, I don't know, paper, like the ones they have, like the ones Conan has in Naruto. So Conan is a character, so her jutsu is all about freaking paper. Okay, or you can make them like a origami kind of like stuff. Okay, now all of this is again another level of design. Okay, you're adding elements to an existing stuff. All right, all of this is another level of design. All right, so remember that shit, right? I'm gonna move this over here. Okay, so yeah, so this is one thing you gotta remember. Design, background design is just combining two or more references, okay, or two or more ideas into one. All right, references or ideas or whatever the frick you wanna, I don't know, call it. The easiest way to go by is like just grab like a lot of references and then combine 2 or 3 of them. All right, as you like, as you wish. All right, so yeah, the second thing is that you wanna remember is layering. Okay, so look at this. Okay, so this is what is called as freaking layering. Okay, the more you freaking layer, okay, the more depth it has in the background. So let's say if I want to do a tree over here, all right, then another tree over here, all right, then there is this big old freaking tree. Okay, big old freaking tree which is blocking the view, okay, of everything else. And then there is this freaking a lot of mountains behind. All right, a lot of freaking mountains behind, or maybe, I don't know, sand dunes behind. So this is the forest kind of like area. All right, and then the forest just converts itself into a desert or something. All right, so layering is very, very important, and this is not the only way that you can layer. Okay, you can even layer something like this. Okay, then I can I don't know, I can put something behind this, like even more trees or something. All right, so look at this. Okay, and then I can of course put something in front as well. All right, so let's say another freaking tree over here. Okay, which is like very crooked. Then I can put in even more trees in the front if I want to. So this is all about layering. The more layers you add, the more depth you get from backgrounds. Okay, now these two things are like very simple to understand, simple to, I don't know, learn. Okay, we are not considering too much perspective in this one, in these two examples over here, in these two techniques rather. All right, so we are not considering too much of perspective in these. The only perspective that you see over here is like 1 point freaking perspective. That's it. All right, this is the freaking 1 point, but same goes over here as well. Okay, this is freaking 1 point perspective. All right, so now when perspective comes into play, it gets a bit complicated. Okay, so layering is very much done in like 1 point perspective backgrounds. Okay, because it is like very simple to layer in like 1 point perspective backgrounds. in 3-point perspective, you cannot layer that much unless it's like almost like a 1-point perspective kind of like scene. All right, so yeah, so there is a lot of depth in the scene. Okay, so yeah, you can layer that if you want. Okay, but when it comes to, let's say, something like this, something like a top-down freaking perspective, so something like this, so when the 3-point perspective becomes something like this, you cannot layer a lot of stuff unless there is a freaking hole in the ground. Then you can layer whatever the fuck that you freaking want to. Okay, and also you can of course layer a lot of stuff above the ground. So let's say there is a freaking pathway over here, then there is, I don't know, another pathway down over here from the trees. Okay, then there is another one over here. So this thing you can of course layer something like that, but this thing is like this layering is different. This layering is different than this one. Okay, it's the same principle, but they are kind of like different. You have to keep in mind the perspective. Okay, 2-point perspective, it is, I don't know, kind of like not my forte, to be honest. All right, let's see, you can layer a lot of stuff in this one as well. All right, but not as much as this. 2-point perspective, you like, it's like difficult, kind of like difficult to layer stuff. All right, so yeah, you cannot layer a lot of stuff in like 2-point perspective because it's like the cube is freaking like this. Okay, it is pointing like this, so that is why you cannot freaking layer in 2-point perspective too much. There is like some sort of like layering in 2-point perspective, but not too much. All right, like you can have a little bit of layering in 2-point perspective, but not too much. All right, so yeah. All right, now let's start designing. Now that we have broken down the basics of all of this shit. Okay, so the 3 important things that you need to remember is, 1, combining 2 ideas. Jesus, I forgot. I don't know. I'm like forgetting names. Ideas or refs. Okay, second, you gotta layer stuff. Okay, layering and overlaps. Layering or overlapping. All right, and third, perspective. You gotta be a master at perspective. You gotta be a master at drawing perspective. You gotta be a master at drawing perspective. Yes, master at manipulating perspective, drawing perspective. And I struggle a lot with like 2-point perspective because that is not my forte. I normally draw in like 3-point or 1-point most of the time, because 2-point is like, I don't know, man, it's just kind of like difficult for me to draw in like 2-point freaking perspective. Yes, I put some stuff in like 2-point perspective while I'm drawing in like 3-point or 1-point perspective, but that's about it. That's the only thing that I do. I do not normally construct scenes in like 2-point perspective. They are kind of like very difficult for me to construct, and it's kind of, I don't know, man. 2-point perspective is somewhat weird in a way. All right, it's like kind of like weird in a way. So yeah, there's that. All right. Now I'm gonna start designing the scene. Okay, over here. We're gonna keep it very simple. Very rough. Okay, just a sketch today. I do not know if I will color this shit tomorrow on stream or something. I don't know. I might do a very short stream on color. Okay, because it's like coloring the sketch won't take like too much time. So yeah. So very short scene over here. Okay, we are essentially going to draw everything in like 3-point perspective or 1-point perspective, whatever suits the best. Okay, so I have an idea. Okay, I'm gonna take this one over here. Let's freaking first draw the freaking perspective. So let's convert this into I don't know. I'm like kind of like conflicted. Which one should I do? Okay, I'm gonna do the 1-point perspective for this one. A bit like 3-point dead or something like this. It's like something like this, and the 1 point is like over like this. Yeah, something like that. All right. So yeah. So one thing I want to do is like take that rock. Okay. And put it in the scene, because that is a freaking very cool rock formation over there. All right. Oh frick. Oh my god. Yep. Take that rock and put it in the scene. Yes. Next. Okay, hold on. Yep, something like that. Because it's like in 3-point perspective, so the rock won't be showing too much over there. All right. Next, I'm not of course gonna use all of these shit over here. Okay, I'm gonna use some of them, only some of them. I want this fish in the background. All right, so what we are gonna do is like, I'm not gonna put everything in the dead center like I have drawn the perspective, so I'm gonna put something over here. All right, perhaps we will see, I don't know. I'm gonna take this thing and this fish thing, okay, and then, okay, hold on, not this thing. All right, hold on, not this thing. I'm gonna take these trees over here. All right, because these trees are very difficult to do, so I'm gonna take these thin trees, okay, not the thick trees, the thin trees. I don't know, I might freak this up as usual. Oh my god, I always freaking mess up, man. I always freaking mess up. It's fine, I guess. Then you gotta remember to plant every tree like not in one line, so this is like in front of this. So yeah. Oh wait, they do not have those wide ass freaking roots. It's just small stuff over here. Okay, and then there is gonna be some straight kind of like trees also to break the cycle, break the, I don't know, break the repetition. Alright, same over here as well. Over here as well, same. Because these kind of like trees, they are like very difficult to do. Alright, so that is why I have chosen these shades. Otherwise I would have freaking gone with this one. So you gotta do the difficult part first so that you can do the easier parts even more effectively. Right? Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm gonna make this boulder a bit bigger. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. All right. This is very rough design. This is not even like close to like final kind of like stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put a man over here, a character over here. All right. Let's draw master 99 who's standing over here in his freaking cape, sorry, samurai outfit. All right. All right, looking over the past, present and future. Gonna push this even higher for because this is in 3-point perspective. This Russian Indian guy is gonna teach you everything, don't worry about it. I should start doing like more accents, I don't know. That could be my thing. Then okay, hold on, I need to push it even higher because this is in freaking 3-point perspective, so this is gonna go even higher. So yeah, now for the, I don't know, shrubbery, like a lot of like volume over here, you can just bunch this up. All right, you can just freaking bunch it and leave some parts open for the sky to peek through. Okay, something like this. All right, because that is freaking realistic. Okay, something like that. All right, but I'm not gonna bunch stuff over here. All right, I'm not gonna bunch stuff over here. I'm gonna keep it barren as freaking fuck. With some branches. Very creepy branches though. Very creepy branches. Just gonna put in a random set of branches. Nothing too complicated. Don't worry about it. Oh my god, there is a freaking mosquito. I need the bat. Hold on. I need the bat. Hold on. I need the bat. Yo, Project Koyo. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Okay, hold on. I'll get the bat. Jesus, there is a freaking mosquito over here. Give me like 2 minutes. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to put this. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, I want to put this and this as well behind all this. All right, so I wanted to do something like this, but this is like, or maybe put a tree behind, but this is like a very different kind of like scene, so I'm not gonna probably do that. All right, okay, hold on, let me put the fish. Let me put a very mechanical kind of like fish, because he lives in a mechanical world. Okay, oh shit, sorry, he lives in a mechanical world, so I'm gonna put the fish like over here somewhere. We will see. So he's like freaking peeking through the freaking branches over here. So you will get the scale of this fish. He's very fishy. Probably it's Saba in her ultimate form. Saba. I don't know, man. These YouTubers freaking, I don't know. They just freaking blow up. I mean, they were like with Hololive before. They were like Hololive YouTubers before. Nimi was like that forest kind of like girl. I do not know her name. Okay, I have never watched Nimi before. I have known Gura before though. I don't know, this fish kind of like looks freaking wonky. Okay. He's looking down at our hero, smiling, very cutesy smile. He has his fin, very short fin. Even over here as well. But he is very dangerous. Even if he's cute, he is very dangerous. That is why everyone fears this bitch. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I had to do the Russian accent. Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna make this like add the mechanical stuff. This is just practice, so you can just get on with it. And then what you can do is you can just erase erase the fish. Hold on. Erase the fish wherever the trees are like overlapping it, so that this looks very much like the trees are like in front of him. Alright, something like that. Yep, something like that. Alright, so it will look like the trees are like in front of him. Okay, and then what I want to also do is like add in this house over here. Okay, this freaking house over here. I cannot add in any other stuff. Okay, but I want to freaking add in this house over here. Wait, yeah, it's a freaking big kind of like house. And it's in 3-point perspective, so that means, what that means, it's gonna be, you're gonna look at it from below. So yeah, something like that. Yep. Yeah. All right, so this is like all done. Like now we can frame it if we want to. Hold on, let me put down a frame. So when this is like okay, hold on, let me do the perspective. Okay, so this is like in almost like a 3-point perspective, something like this. Okay, so when you're putting down the frame in like 3-point perspective, the from an ant's eye view, the vanishing point is like, the horizon line is like over here, right? And the vanishing point is on the top, and this one is in like 1-point kind of like perspective. All right, so that is essentially 3-point perspective. Okay, so we gotta frame it like so, and I'm gonna cut some parts so that it looks aesthetically pleasing to the eye. All right, that's it. This is one of the drawings that we are gonna do today. Next up is cityscape, which is gonna be, I don't know, very difficult for me. Okay, hold on, let me merge all this shit. All right. Oh my god. Get a name. All right. That's fine. He's a very cute fish. Very cute fish, but he's the enemy. Okay, he's the enemy. He's very dangerous. Everyone needs to be scared of his shit. Okay, now, okay, hold on. So this part is like looking empty. What you can do is like, I don't know, put this, like make the frame a little bit tighter if you want, and you can of course put another tree over here. Okay, maybe a tree is like very fallen or something. Okay, like it's grown very slanted for some reason, or maybe something like this. All right, to break the to like fill the part of this stuff, or maybe I don't know, man, maybe I don't know, you can just put another tree over here, something like this, in front of the raw. Okay, to break the to fill the gap, and also to break the obvious nature of the scene. Yeah, this looks much better in my opinion. All right, yeah, this looks much better. Yeah. All right, next up is cityscape. Hold on, let me look at the chat. Usually nobody is over here today. I don't know why. It's like YouTube decides to like put in a lot of people someday, and then the other days is like, oh no, we are not gonna push your shit today, so you can go frick yourself somewhere. All right, let me take a little break. Let me take a little 2-minute break. Okay, we will come back and do the cityscape. All right, cityscape is gonna be freaking difficult, but I wanna get freaking done with that shit. All right, okay, hold on, before I, Jesus Christ, man. Okay. Okay, we are gonna do a railroad kind of like scene, all right, from Japan. Okay, not strictly from Japan, but you get my point. Yep, we are gonna do a railroad kind of like scene, okay, with tight I don't know, with tight buildings around. Okay, so that is my idea. So this has very little kind of like references, so I'm gonna take the Mumbai local and I'm gonna put that in the scene. Yep, and put that shit in the scene. So I have this. Okay, hold on, let me save like 2 or 3 references. Hold on. All right, hold on, hold the phone. Let me save 2 or 3 references. Buildings. Yep. So today we are like doing like very basic kind of like background design. This is like not even like designing completely kind of like new buildings or stuff, taking like two designs like together and then merging stuff. Okay, this is not that kind of like shit. All right, so this is very simple, because background design can get really complicated, especially when you're designing an entire new set of world. Okay, so we are not doing that today, because that will take me like another stream. Maybe I'll do that shit tomorrow, like design an entirely new set of buildings and world. Okay, so yeah. Jesus, holy shit, hold on, man. All right, I think I have some references. All right, so okay, I have some references. Hold on, I have some references. All right, now we are gonna put the references. Hold on, give me a minute. All right, I have references over here. All right. All right, here you go. Reference freaking time, baby. All right, let's see. Look at this. I have a idea in my mind. All right, so I'm gonna put that idea into play. So hold on. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna go and pee, and then I'll be right back. Give me like just 2 freaking minutes. Two freaking minutes, guys. 2 freaking minutes. Sorry. Alright, back. I am back. Back. I'm freaking Jedi now. Yoda, Master Yoda. Master Yoda, freaking shit. Oh my lord, holy shit, bro. Okay. So one more thing I wanna say is like I wanna like be done with this background shit as soon as possible. So tomorrow in the morning, like at 12 p.m. or something, okay, I'm gonna do like creating something in the name of creating new worlds, okay, for background. So what we are gonna do is tomorrow we're gonna create new architectures, okay. We're gonna mix like two freaking ideas and create an entirely new architecture from that, okay. So that is also called, that is the next step of background design. This is one thing, this is like drawing environments, and that is the next step, which is like more complicated, of background design. So tomorrow is gonna be background design 2, which is designing entirely new architecture, okay. Tomorrow is gonna be freaking background design 2, which is I think which is like more like important than this what we are doing today. So this is like basic background design, and tomorrow we're gonna design an entirely new set of, I don't know, world, like entirely new set of rocks or entirely new set of freaking building designs and stuff, okay. So yeah, so that is something called as, yes, again, the next step to background design. So for example, look at this shit over here. I do not know if this is like from the real world that we live in, okay, but I haven't seen this structure in the real world like ever. So this is what I'm talking when I'm saying like background design. So this is an entirely new background from, I don't know, not from the real world. All right, so yeah, so something like this. So tomorrow we're gonna do something like this. Yep. Okay. Now I wanna mix the cityscape and the indoor scene together, okay. This can be a little bit detailed, but I have an idea. So I'm gonna mix the cityscape and indoor scene together, because otherwise it's freaking gonna take me a lot of freaking time, okay. So this is gonna be in 3-point perspective as well. All right, I'm gonna put the vanishing point like over here somewhere. Okay, and there is this third point like over here somewhere, I don't know, somewhere below. Hold on, let me put this like this. So this is gonna be the 1 point over here, this is gonna be like the 2 points over here, all right, and this is the third point over here. Hold on, let me shrink this down so that you all can have an idea of this. So this is gonna be the building. Yeah, I'm gonna put in very simple structures over here. So this is like a broken kind of like structure. Oh wait, wait, hold on. I'm not gonna do the broken building over here, because this is like, it's like not even in the scene. This is not even gonna freaking be like, it is gonna be very far, like very towards the edge of the scene. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that over here. This is gonna be the frame. This is gonna be the railway kind of like track. I might do it a bit. I might have fucked this up. Hold on. Let me see. Yep, this is definitely gonna be freaking hard. All right, this is definitely gonna be freaking hard. So just give me like 2 minutes. This is why I hate freaking cityscape scenes. All right, this is freaking why I hate scape scenes. Jesus, I can't even speak the word right. It is so hard. Oh my god, holy shit. Alright, this is getting difficult. Hold on. Hold the freaking phone. Oh my lord. Alright, hold on. Let me do something. Let me draw this first. Alright, we are freaking getting somewhere. I guess okay, I guess we are getting somewhere. We will see. I could be entirely wrong. Okay, I want to do more of this 3-point kind of like perspective stuff. Okay, this is gonna get freaking blocked. Okay, this is gonna get freaking blocked because of this freaking building over here. The entire thing is like gonna get freaking blocked. And then there are gonna be a lot of buildings over here as well. We can sew them if we want to. This is gonna be a freaking crooked kind of like building over here, so that I'm drawing. This is another crooked building. Okay, so this part of the buildings, it's gonna be not so crooked, but this part is gonna be very crooked. So yeah, this is another freaking building over here which we can draw, show, or whatever fuck. Okay, now we are freaking getting somewhere, which is this is very difficult. Holy shit. Okay. This is why I freaking hate cityscapes. I have never freaking drawn them because they're super difficult to do. Alright, I'm freaking concentrating like a freaking madman over here. Okay, now this building over here that you will see is gonna have the indoor scene. Alright, the indoor freaking scene. Okay. So the way we're gonna do it is like we're gonna make it like this broken part. This part is freaking. This building is made up of bricks, and this part is freaking broken. Okay, and same goes for this over here as well. So this is how we do the indoor scene right over here in this cityscape. Alright, so yeah. A lot of bricky kind of like buildings over here, so they are not gonna be super straight. So these old buildings were like very bricky stuff, bricky buildings, so they are like not straight at all. Okay, so this is gonna have the indoor kind of like scene. You can have a lot of stuff over here. You can have a freaking I don't know, freaking PC computer in the scene. All right. Oh my god, holy shit. I'm gonna put a computer over here. All right, with a guy working on the computer. All right, let's do it. All right, now I'm gonna start freaking designing the train and all that kind of stuff very fast. All right, very fast. not gonna take a lot of time. First I gotta frame the scene. Hold on. Let's do a vertical kind of stuff, okay, because this part is like not important at all, so I'm gonna go for the vertical one also. I'm trying to like minimize my workload over here. Yep. I can move the train a bit over here so that it's more in the face, which will look probably more cooler in my opinion. And I'm just gonna put an engine over here. I'm not gonna put the whole freaking train because that is gonna freaking, I don't know, very complicate the scene, okay, because I want some space over here, okay. So this is a very tightly packed scene, so I want some space in the background over here, so I'm not gonna put the whole freaking, I don't know, all of the train carts in the scene. So yeah. Alright, now before I jump in to designing the stuff, I gotta look at the chat, what the chat is saying. Yep, it's art, baby, it's art, freaking art, freaking art. Freaking art. Alright, let's design this shit. Alright. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna start designing. The buildings over here very fast. I'm not gonna take a lot of time, okay? So let's look at the freaking references. Some references, alright? They have like some buildings are freaking plain and some of them have like the roofs, okay? So let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna put a roof on this one. All right, so this is one building. Okay, and then I can start adding like more detail onto it. Let's say some windows. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, this freaking mosquito is gonna freaking, yeah, I killed him. I freaking killed him. Die, bitch. I freaking killed that mosquito. He was harassing me for a very long time. Oh my god, holy shit, man. Okay, we can add more windows over here. And we can have a smaller window over here. It's a toilet window. Okay, we can have a little bit of AC going on. Okay, hold on, not over here, right? I'll add the AC over here or somewhere. Yeah. AC over here. Okay, and what else? All right, I think this is fine for this one. Okay, and I'm gonna do a crooked building on this and this one as well. All right. This is gonna be something like a freaking big kind of like a warehouse kind of like stuff. Okay, and yeah, there's gonna be this lock. Okay. All right, and nothing's gonna be up there. This is freaking gonna be a freaking warehouse. Oh wait, I can add in a banner if I want to. These are all kind of like designed. These are all Victorian kind of. No, not Victorian. These are all designed using bricks, very bricky buildings. Let me fix this freaking roof. All right, this is gonna be a freaking warehouse. Oh yeah, I forgot the banner. Beaches. Okay, and it's also gonna have some AC. All right, because the warehouse needs to be cool, so that is why there is gonna be freaking air conditioning system over here. All right, so yeah. Yep, these are like very simple background designs. Now this one over here, this is not gonna be a warehouse. This is gonna be, I don't know what. Let's see. Let's freaking see. What can we do? This is gonna be a simple barren ass freaking building. let's do the barren ass building. All right. Let's freaking do a barren building. This is gonna be a freaking stairway upstairs. No room over here. There is only gonna be rooms at the top. Yep, there you go. And there are gonna be some toilet kind of like windows over here. No AC though. This building does not have any ACs. There is gonna be a trash can, trash freaking dumpster over here. So yeah, we can add that shit. Okay, I also gotta add some trees, yes, which I forgot. Okay, so I'm probably gonna do, let's say, something like this over here. Let's add a freaking tree, a simple tree. All right, nothing too much complicated. Okay, let's freaking add a simple tree. Oh my god, there are freaking mosquitoes. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so let's add a freaking tree over here, right? Yep, very simple tree. I don't care if it's freaking badly designed or stuff. Alright. Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm freaking designing, to be honest. Oh my god, Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, let's design the freaking train track. Holy shit. Oh my god, Jesus, there is a freaking... I think these mosquitoes are freaking gonna kill Sid now. Yep, this is freaking why I freaking hate cityscapes, because it's so freaking tedious. All right, it's so freaking tedious because there is a freaking so much freaking detail into the cityscapes. All right, so yeah, this is the reason why I freaking hate it so freaking much. All right, rail tracks done. Okay, I'm gonna complete these buildings over here. These are very simple, so I'm gonna just complete them like it's nothing. Don't worry about it. All right, hold on, hold the phone. So the entrance of these buildings is not over here, right? It is not over here. Okay, there is gonna be a freaking AC over here, which I'm gonna draw. Hold on, let me draw the other windows as well. AC time, boys. AC freaking time. It's freaking AC time. Okay. So some rich people are living in this middle apartment, so that is why it has ACs. Oh my god. All right, we are done with these buildings. Jesus, hold on, let me see the street. Yep, some background stuff, man. Background stuff. Yep. Thank you for joining in. Yo ho ho, Yergerist, welcome. Freaking welcome. We are doing some background stuff, which is like super difficult to do. Because I freaking suck at it hard, like big time. Yep, backgrounds are kind of like difficult to do, especially the environment, because it's like crazy for some reason. Alright, so yeah, let me increase the size of this freaking tree. It's too small. All right, I think that's fine. All right, now this is gonna be super freaking fun. Okay, I'm gonna design the AC over here. These people don't need ACs. It's freaking open. Don't worry about it. These people are super cool. They do not need ACs because they get natural wind from being natural rain, natural wind, natural water. They all get all that shit. Yeah, AC. Okay, this is a freaking half-assed AC, so pardon me if I've like messed it up. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. This is super. Oh my god, holy lord. Yep, alright. Whatever, man. Is the music still on? Yep, I use like PureRef, okay, but I am not using it on stream because I want people to see the references, so I always use like PureRef. Don't worry about it. So in the color studies and all that kind of stuff that we did, I always like use PureRef. Don't worry about it. I have been using it for a very long time indeed. And the best part is that it's freaking free of cost. So yeah. Oh yeah, we can add in a street over here. Yeah, we can do that. Jesus, freaking mosquito, fuck you. Yeah, we can definitely do that. We can add in a freaking street over here, and then maybe a dumpster. No, not a dumpster, a park in the background over here, like something like that. Jesus, fuck you. Look at this bitch. Look at this bitch. I killed that bitch. Holy fuck. Freaking mosquitoes suck my blood every single freaking day. Alright, this is the fence of the park or something, I don't know, man. Okay, and there is the park over here, which I'm not gonna draw, so forget about it. Okay, or maybe some other fence. Okay, I'm not gonna, I do not know what the frick this is. Or maybe an entrance to this building or something. We will see. Okay, this is probably the entrance to the building. This is a half-assed baked freaking product, so expect that I do a lot of freaking mistakes, so don't worry about it. Alright, so yeah. And then there are these people who live in. Okay. There is the door over there, so the building is like hold on, let me expand this shit. Hold on, let me delete this and expand the building. Okay, I'm not gonna draw this shit. Alright, let's forget about that. So every part of this building is like freaking broken, so I'm gonna design it like that because, well, it's like freaking broken over here, right? And yep, and there will be a door over here, a main freaking door. which opens like this. Shall I keep the door open? Hold on, let me keep the door freaking open. Yeah, this looks more natural in a way. This is a very chill stream, so hang on if you want to. Yeah. Okay, we designed a lot of stuff. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. All right, we have 2 windows, and it's fine. Okay, we can show a lady over here or over here. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna show it over here. Show her over here. Woo! All right, she's over there, just hanging out in the sun, and there are some pots over here. Yep. And yeah. Now let me just design the train like really quickly, because that is the only thing that is freaking remaining. And then we can start designing the inside of this freaking house. Right, hold on. All right. Yeah, I'm like kind of like used to that freaking don't worry about it. And I don't know, like even my mom says that you say a lot of I don't know and don't worry I don't knows in the videos. So my mom is like everywhere is like I don't know. I have to get a freaking hold on it. Oh my god. Okay, how much time did this take? Jesus Christ, it's been 2 hours. All right, I'm gonna design the train like really quickly now. Holy shit. Very quick train design, all right, very half-assed kind of like work, but we are gonna design it, don't worry about it. I literally suck at hard surface, so yeah, I'm gonna freaking struggle a lot. My body is never built for hard surface, don't worry about it. My body is not ready for hard surface. Reggie's body might be ready for anything, but my body is like not ready for hard surface at all. Reggie was the CEO of Nintendo America, right? I forgot. Yeah, I think so. So his body is like freaking ready for anything. He's the GOAT, the guy of all time. There is this freaking horn that is over here. And what is that? Jesus. Oh, it's... I don't know what that is. Alright, whatever, man. I mentioned in the description that I'm gonna cry, so yeah. I am literally crying right now. I cannot freaking do hard surface. I struggle a lot with hard surface, so yeah. You're welcome. You should be happy to see me cry in the stream. Oh my god. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm so freaking tired right now. All right, I'm gonna start. Luckily, there is not too much things on the side that we have to design. So only the top of the train, okay, which I'm gonna freaking eyeball it because I do not know what it is. All right, what else? All right. Yeah, the train makes that kind of sound. All right, so I'm gonna make that sound. Oh my god. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm just freaking kidding around. Oh, right. All right, man. Good luck. Thank you for joining in and hanging out with my bitch ass. All right, there are the wipers, and in the front, sorry, at the top, there is literally, I don't know, man. I do not know what to design. All right, maybe I can, let's see, design some of the, hold on. Yeah, these things, okay, the antennas, yes, these are called as the antennas, if I'm not wrong. These are called as the antennas, and I messed up the perspective again, as usual. So these antennas will, Jesus, get the fuck out of here. So these antennas are gonna be like this. These wires are gonna be running around. Like this one wire is gonna run around the antenna, right? Sorry, two wires. I'm gonna put two wires over here. And then there is gonna be this pole that is like threading the antenna, all right, and one pole over here, perhaps. Sorry, over here. I'm gonna add it over here, just to break the immersion of the. Sorry, just to break the niceness of the scene, just to add a bit more detail. Yep, something like that. Same goes over here as well. All right, we are almost done. Okay, we are almost done. I'm gonna put in a, let's see, let's see. I don't know, man. Hold on. Let's see. A trash bin over here. Okay, and then there is a window. There are two windows actually. All right, and then there is this, hold on, let me delete the window. There is this computer over here. There is this freaking piece of computer over here. This is my house. All right, this is freaking my house. I live like this. I will live like this in the future, you know, in a freaking broken open house. Don't worry about it. Oh my god, holy shit. All right. These backgrounds freaking take a lot of time. All right, I'm now frustrated. This is my PC, my keyboard, my mouse, okay, my freaking cabinet or CPU, whatever fuck you wanna call. All right, and what else can I add? Oh, a chair. I forgot. Jesus, I forgot the freaking chair. Hold on. And there is me sitting on the computer. Yep, there's me streaming on the computer like this. Don't worry about anything. All right, that's it. Doing some sus stuff, to be honest. And yes, there is also the kitchen over here. Hold on, let me put the stove kind of like over here, and of course the bed. The bed is gonna be hold on, I'm gonna remove this and put it over here. The bed, I'm gonna put it over here. Very half-assed bed, don't worry about it. Yep, that's it. That is the bed. And then there is the kitchen over here. Jesus. Oh my god, my fingers are all okay. I'm not gonna add the freaking kitchen. All right, forget about the kitchen. What else can I add? Some naughty photos over here of girls. I don't have naughty photos of girls in my bedroom. Okay, frick. Why did I even say that? All right, I think that's a freaking half-assed indoor scene right there. Okay, we gotta design more indoor scenes though. I might put one or two things, something like, let's say, yeah, I'm gonna put a kitchen over here. Hold the phone, man. I do not feel good about this. I'm gonna put a simple yet sober freaking kitchen over here. Oh shit, messed up. And there is gonna be this wall which is like gonna block the kitchen conveniently, because we have decided to add that freaking wall. All right, so yeah, there is gonna be this sink. Water is going through the sink. A stove, simple stove, very inefficient kind of like stove. Very simple stove, don't worry about it. Gonna put the gas cylinder over here. Yes, this is the Indian freaking gas cylinder which we used to have. Now we have the pipeline gas. All right, that's it. Very cool design, very cool. This sink adds in more kind of like detail. Now I can go in and start adding like detail if I want to, but of course I'm not going to in this episode because this is just a study. We are not designing the whole freaking thing. All right. Very, very cool study in my opinion. Might design indoor stuff more, we will see. Okay, I gotta put more plants. Yep. Very cool design, very cool cityscape design, and of course indoor scene as well. Ten 11, we have 2 subscribers. Holy shit, thank you so freaking much, thank you. Hold on, the 1 million art gaming setup received like 69 views, which is fine. I do not expect a lot from that. Yesterday's yesterday's stream received 53, and day before yesterday, it's like, no, on July 16, 2 days before, 62 views. Alright, which is fine, not to worry about it. Alright. Alright. So this is freaking our whole scene over here. Alright. I might have messed up some stuff. Okay, I might have messed up this shit because I'm not an avid background freaking designer or background, or I don't know, environment artist, and I especially struggle in cityscape scenes and scenes where there is like straight lines, because I have never been, I don't know, man. I gotta practice that more. Alright, don't worry about it. we are gonna do that. Alright, I'm gonna add some hot ladies on the posters. Hold on. Look at that booty. Holy shit, that booty. Ooh, look at that booty. Yeah, boobies. Yeah, some hot ladies on the posters. I have some hot anime girl posters in my room. Let's freaking go, bro. Oh yeah, and over here there is gonna be the I forgot the bricks. Yes, right. Sorry, my brain is getting fried slowly. Okay, this is just a rough kind of like sketch for the background. Now I can go in if I want to and fair this shit. Alright, so yeah. I am not gonna do that though, because, well, as I've said before, I suck at cityscapes and I do not want to do that. This is just practice. For the practice, you do not have to do the whole thing. You just have to get an idea of how it is gonna be. Okay, because if I continue like refining, if I plan to put down a refined sketch on this, it is just gonna require some patience. It is not gonna take the creativity that we needed, okay, the creativity and the thinking that we needed while designing this environment. Okay, which is probably the most important thing of all. Yep. Yeah, all right, that's it, done. Not gonna do anymore. Okay, I'm not gonna add this stuff. All right, I'm gonna delete this stuff. Add in probably another AC over here to the other people, or maybe a toilet kind of like window. With some shutters. All right, yeah, something like that. All right, so yeah, same goes maybe over here as well. Some toilet windows with shutters. There are gonna be people living in here. All right, that's it, done. Our cityscapes scene, and that is me sitting over there like this, like Sasuke. God damn, I should really be a freaking character designer. I do not know how to draw freaking cities. It's freaking too difficult for me to draw cities. Alright, that's it. We are done. We are freaking done. I can put a zigzag line, zigzag wire, which is like going in between these two wires. Okay, which is because that is what normally freaking happens. That is how they are. So yeah. So the farther you go, the less detail is gonna be there, all right? And the closer you are, the more detail is gonna be there. So yeah, oh Jesus, hold on. Let me pull up the previous scene, all right? Okay, so this scene was pretty easy because there was not a lot of stuff in this scene, all right? But the cityscape scene was pretty difficult because there was a lot of hard surface stuff which requires a lot of straight lines, and your lines have to be like, I don't know, precise. Okay, so and the detail, like the cityscape scene has a lot of detail into it, all right? So, and you have to draw that detail to make it believable. So that is why this one took a lot of time. I do not know how much long, maybe like 1 or 1.5 hours or something. I don't know. But this scene turned out pretty well, like better than I freaking expected, because my cityscape scenes are like, literally I have no experience with the cityscape scene. Okay, the only experience that I have is that Naruto kind of like cityscape scene. Okay, so yeah, so this was like combining like 2 or 3 references together. Okay, and then I had some ideas inside my brain as well. For example, the indoor kind of like scene idea. Okay, so that was directly from my pea-sized freaking brain. All right, So yeah. So yeah, so this was pretty cool to say the least, especially the cityscape scene. All right, this was very detailed and pretty cool. I can of course go on ahead and add in more detail to the indoor scene over here if I want to, but I'm not gonna do that. There is kind of like this light over here, okay, the room light shining in, and that's it, man. Nothing too much. Might make the door a bit bigger. Yep, I can go on ahead and I don't know, make this a full freaking painting, make a full freaking painting out of this, but we will see, right? I don't know. All right, that's about it. So this is basically the background freaking design. All right, now tomorrow, so these are the scenes that we designed today by mashing like 2 or 3 elements in various freaking references. So I had the train element from one reference, and then I had this in my mind, okay, and then the buildings also kind of like I had some references of some of the buildings, okay, and some of this was in my mind. So yeah, so it worked out pretty cool. In my opinion. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Oh wait, hold on, Jesus, I forgot this part. This is the path. I can keep on adding stuff, you know, just for the sake of it. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that anymore. All right, that's about it. Okay, so tomorrow we are gonna design more, like literally backgrounds, okay, more backgrounds, okay. We are gonna do background concepts. All right, background concepts and prop kind of like concepts. We are gonna design that. We are freaking gonna design that. All right, so for example, let's say you take this train and add a very kind of like a teddy bear kind of like design to that train, okay. Design the train into a teddy bear. So you take a simple freaking train, simple local train, and then add a teddy bear kind of like design and base it kind of like in a teddy bear kind of like design. So that is nothing but background design, but advanced stuff. All right, so we're gonna do that tomorrow in the tomorrow stream. All right, because that is gonna be required for, let's say, world building, because if you're concepting a entirely new world, all right, you gotta have new designs, okay, new designs from your, I don't know, like entirely new designs based on 2 different ideas or something, I don't know, okay. It's freaking difficult to explain. So yeah, so you'll see that tomorrow, don't worry about it. All right, so yeah, you will definitely see that tomorrow. And tomorrow is not gonna be so quiet and so hectic, because the designs that we're gonna do is like very simple, and we are not gonna design the entire like the scene, like this scene or this scene or something. Okay, so we are just gonna design some parts of, for example, let's take the train and then add in some other element to that train. All right, so we are just gonna design the train. Okay, we are not gonna design the whole railroad track surrounding it. Okay, we are gonna design a set of things, okay, in a scene or in a world. Okay, and then put those and then relate those things in that world. So it's kind of like difficult to explain. I will do that tomorrow, don't worry about it. It's very difficult to explain. You probably will get freaking confused. Anyways, that's about it for the day. Okay, so this was like background design class 101 part 1. Okay, tomorrow is gonna be part 2, which is gonna be probably shorter or more kind of like simpler. Okay, but then it may also turn out to be complicated, because you have to get the designs working, get two ideas working together. So sometimes they may not work together, sometimes they may, so it totally depends. Okay, so yeah, so let's do stuff tomorrow, right? All right, that's about it. So yeah, I'm freaking tired. I'm just gonna go and have dinner and freaking sleep. All right, we have completed all of these 3 scenes: forest, cityscape, and indoor. Okay, this was kind of like a boring live stream, probably because people are not so interested in backgrounds. They are more interested in drawing characters and juicier anime girls, which I definitely like. Character design and anime girls are my forte. Sorry, not anime girls, but character design. Okay, so yeah, but this is very important, because to place the anime girls that you all like this, okay, you have to draw the scene around it. Okay, if you do not draw the scene around it, then the anime girl is not gonna look good. All right, so yeah, this is very important stuff. This may be boring, but very important, because this is what will allow you to draw very epic and big scenes like this. Hold on, where did it go? Yeah, like this. All right, this is what is exactly gonna allow you to do it. That is why this is like very important. So tomorrow, as I said before, gonna merge 2 ideas, okay, and create an entirely new idea out of it. Okay, so this is just like taking 2 ideas and just copy pasting it in just one thing, mashing up in one scene. Same goes for this as well. Okay, but tomorrow we are gonna make something original, merging 2 ideas together. All right, so yeah, thank you for joining in, whoever joined in. All right, and subscribe to my YouTube and Twitch. Let's freaking hit 1 million subscribers. All right, I stream literally every day at 7 p.m. IST, also sometimes at 12 p.m. IST in the afternoon. Okay, so be sure to look out for that. Okay, and also join in my Discord, and if you want to support me, you can do so on my buymeacoffee.com. okay, every link is in the description down below of this video or on my channel. All right, so yeah, look out for that. Anyways, that's about it. See ya, goodbye. This was a very good and very, I don't know, kind of like a serious stream. that is why I think I probably placed the camera over here, because this was kind of like a very important serious scene. And my face is all freaking oily. I've not turned on the fan now today, because it was very cold when I sat over here for streaming like 3 hours ago, but now it's like kind of like hot. Anyways, that's about it, man. Bye. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye. Almost 3 hours, but very productive.